Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for the card. And today we'll have picks from Major League Baseball. 16 games on tap. Of course, Toronto and Baltimore will be playing a doubleheader from a makeup earlier in the year. Also, picks from the WNBA. And at the end of the show, we'll have our parlay peripheral segment where our cappers give out a parlay, team player prop, games of the future. They'll make the call there. The first thing you want to do, guys, hit us up with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build our audience. And we'll welcome your comments in the chat to live interact here with the audience. And, of course, you guys can always post your picks in the chat. We'll welcome that. So let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks so we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's going on? You're on mute there, Sean.
Of course I am, because I muted it after the fact. I had a little cough. So that would be that's the way things are. That's the way we're starting out on a Tuesday. But yeah, let's go, man. We got NFL on Thursday. It's August basically, right? And it's 26 days away from college football. First game. I'm excited. Baseball's been chugging along pretty good this month. Winning day yesterday. Why is my thing muted? What is going on?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah, my hands were here too. That's bizarre. What's happening? I don't know. Well, move on to Al. I don't know what's happening over here.
Let's say hello. Al Nino, Al, what's happening?
Doing pretty good. Coming off a 3-1 day yesterday, so looking to keep rolling off to a good start this week. Hopefully we have a good week.
We certainly will. Hopefully as well. Justin, how you doing?
I've had better days. I think it's back losing days, fighting this head cold. The only good thing that happened for me yesterday was the WNBA, and I cashed my best bet in baseball. As far as my triple stacks, I'll get reverse swept. Like I win in the triple stacks and lose my best bet, win my best bet, lose triple stacks. Like, it's starting to be irritating when it happens back-to-back days. So ready to, sit down, regroup, and have a better day, get rid of this head cold. Love the slate today in both sports.
Yeah. I look for myself as well to bounce back from a 1-3 day yesterday, but we'll bounce and having a great year in baseball. So we'll look around. Wow, yeah, that Padre Mets game was a little wild up there. Yeah, I agree there. All right, Peter, Ryan Sandberg. Yeah, even though I didn't live in Chicago, I used to get WGN, and Harry Carey and Ryan Sandberg, always a gentleman, one of the great ones out there, passing away there. Ryan Sandberg, truly.
Yeah, Rhino.
Yep.
He was good.
Oh yeah, he was very good player there. And
I was with you, Tony. You get the Braves on the Superstation, and you had the Cubbies too. They were if you had cable back in like 82, 83, the mid 80s, that was it. You'd get those games all the time.
Yep, WGN. They would start. Of course, of course, summer there was no out of school, so you had perfect time during the summer to get the Cub games, and of course the TBS games in the afternoon, later on, because the Cubs would play those 2:20 Eastern games. So you had that nice doubleheader.
You had to love Rhino and Dale Murphy.
Yeah, Dale Murphy. That's right.
How's that guy not in the Hall of Fame?
That's why that and Steve Garvey are the ones that kind of got me running. I don't get it, but
I was just somebody on Twitter just posted Vita Blue and him and Catfish Hunter's numbers. How's Vita Blue not in the Hall of Fame? That
blows me away.
They have identical numbers basically.
Yeah,
or he's got 20 less wins, but he's got more strikeouts.
Well, think about their personalities. They were not really they're not salesmen, right? Yeah. part of it is when you finish the game, get into broadcasting, sales. Neither of them did. So
no.
Dale Murphy was never the salesman type at all. But
that's freaking writers.
Yeah, that blows me away. All right, guys, we have 16 games on the board. We'll couple the header in the first block there. So we'll go here with Toronto and Baltimore here in the doubleheader. Game 1 looks like Easton Lucas against Charlie Morton. Here we've got Baltimore $1.30. Total is 10.5. Game 2 of the doubleheader looks like Lauer and Kate Povich listed here as starters. Blue Jays $1.15. The total sits at 10. Then we go to Rockies and Guardians, who played a wild one yesterday. Oh boy, goodness, that under went to hell there. We've got the Guardians $1.98, total 8.5. Diamondbacks and Tigers. Here is Detroit $1.35, total 8.5. Rays and the Yankees. Here we got the Yankees $1.83, total sits 8.5. And then we continue on. We'll finish the first block with Dodgers and Reds. We've got the Dodgers $1.50 on the road. Total sits at 9. We started off with Sean.
So right off the bat, we got a double dip. And most times I kind of want to take who's ever you like the shirt? I want to take like the dog, if it's a double dog or the home team. I maybe lean to the Orioles here in both games. Doubleheader, I'm not really interested in. You never know what's going to happen in the first one. That'll affect game 2. So I'll move on from that one. Rockies, Guardians, no thank you to that. The Tigers, I mean, I got an Arizona team that's selling, right? I don't like to. Arizona's going to be trading guys. Do you really want to jump into them, whether they're a dog or a favorite? Like, you're going to have teams that are going to definitely dealing in the next 2 days. Who knows if this guy's even going to be on their team in 24 hours? I can't. There's just teams I got to cross out right now for this week at least. In this block, it's going to be the Rays, believe it or not. I got Fried, who's given up, I think, like 12 runs or something this month, right? Because he's tired. He's been carrying the entire staff the entire year. If you take out like his Dodger game, when he gave up 6 runs, I think in the last like 12 starts, that's what he's given up in just this month. I mean, I know Boyle is a nobody. I'd have to lean Tampa and probably the under. Because if Fried is on track, he'll give up a 3 spot or less. But the Yanks can't hit. Judge goes out of that lineup, and it's lights out for them, right? He's the absolute motor and gas to that lineup. So under in Tampa in that one. And I don't know where Solo's at. I'm going to say Dodgers here. This is a team, and I crush the Dodgers, right? I make fun of them like, oh, overrate over. All these guys do is win with no pitchers. None of their guys are coming back. Anybody but Lodolo, I'd probably say, all right, we'll take a shot on the Reds. But, man, the Dodgers, these guys aren't even playing well in their first place. It's crazy. The whole season, everybody's out, and they're still have that division wrapped up already.
There you go from Sean. I just want to update you on some of the pitchers here. As you know, there's always some changes here. Looks like Joe Boyle will get the start for Tampa Bay as they take on the Yankees, kind of a bullpen guy and getting the start. And also here, Eric Fetty traded. That's how desperate Atlanta is for pitching. Get Eric Fetty, right? Fetty's going to start.
He was cut. They DFA'd him, and then he before he got before he cleared waivers, he got traded for.
Yeah.
And they traded for Carlos Carrasco, the Braves. I mean, I know that's the next block, but I mean, holy.
Yeah, this is a desperate team. They've been hit hard with injuries, Atlanta there. And I think I read something that all of their starters from the opening series are on the injured list.
Yeah,
every one of them.
Their entire opening day staff. Yeah,
entire opening day staff is injured. So that's why we kind of been joking about them picking up guys like Fetty. And of course, like I said, Lance Lynn is pitching for the Savannah Bananas. So
where's Dallas Keuchel?
You don't want to. Justin doesn't want Dallas Keuchels out there.
Yeah, I'm saying you got Dane Dunning and Eric Fetty. Might as well go get Dallas Keuchel. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. And then blame Lance Lynn. I guess the phone didn't ring, so we called the Savannah Bananas and said, let me get some work in. Let me get on TV.
This isn't even like the NFL or NBA where it's like, all right, we'll just bring in guys and tank and get the first pick in the draft. There's no guarantee you're going to be the top team in the drafts in baseball. It's not like you're getting a guy, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the number 1 pick is going to be a Hall of Famer. How many, baseball, that guy might not be up for 5 years if you take a 17-year-old.
Yeah, this just tells you how bad your minor league system is when you're bringing in these guys to start meaningful games. And here's another one, Chris Paddock. How the hell does Detroit take Chris Paddock? I mean,
Chris Paddock got traded yesterday. Yeah,
we got Pearson, not Pearson. Who's that? Pearson Old will get the start today. It's going to be his MLB debut, coming from AAA. So there's some changes there. But anyway, let's continue on the block here as I just try to update the pitching changes here. Ryan Burgett will get the start today. I guess Darvish would move back a day. So Darvish moved back a day. Burgett gets a start for San Diego. So we got you updated here on all the pitchers for today. No other changes. So we go on over to Alninos.
Yeah, the doubleheader, I'm tending to lean towards, definitely like from what I'm seeing now, nothing's guaranteed with the starting pitchers yet, but it's looking like Lauer versus Povich in game 2. If that's the case, I like the Blue Jays there. Maybe slightly, but probably won't even touch game 1, actually. And again, we'll have to double check the pitching matchups in these, but I guess tune in to the happy hour for game 2. Game 1 will be long gone by then. But moving on from that one, I like the value on Colorado. Now a lot of that's gone. I'm still leaning that way, but again, lost about 20 cents or so of value, maybe more. So keep that in mind. Still leaning Rockies, but not a massive. Never was a huge pledge. So I was a bit of a value play. Freed versus Boyle. We got the Blister versus Boyle. I wanted to lean Yankees -1, but I think they're a little bit overpriced here. I guess that's where I would go. Still no Judge in the lineup, and so I guess I would still lean towards the Blister over the Boyle, but maybe the value is on the Rays in this one. Judge in the lineup. Moving on from that one, I think we might see an under in that Dodgers Reds game. Lodolo's been pitching pretty well. Glasnow having a pretty good season. Dodgers bullpen, dare I say, starting to improve a little bit. I don't know, but 9, I think it's just a little bit too high for the starting pitching matchup, so I'll take the under in that one.
Yeah, just a reminder there that Claude Say, the closer for the Guardians, is being investigated about the gambling scandal. Ortiz as well. And you can see Gaddis. Gaddis doesn't look like he's the guy. You can't trust Gaddis, man. This guy just cannot handle high leverage situations. So I had him in some big spots. And, of course, what you saw what happened in Cleveland yesterday. So they've been impacted there with this investigation. Their closer gets all-star closer, who I really didn't like very much anyway. He's sidelined here for a while. On over to Justin.
Game 1, Blue Jays and Orioles, first game of the doubleheader. I'll take the over 10.5. I actually bet it. Second game, I can't give you no opinion until the outcome of the first game. Injuries, last-minute pitching scratches, things like that. The Rockies, I'm not an Allen fan, and with Wonder, with Guardians ace, get ready to be investigated. Well, he already is investigated, so he might go to jail. So I'll take the over 8.5. Back when I called, I used to watch Mr. Higgs, and he used to call him P Fatty for the Diamondbacks. So I always want to fade him. So give me the Tigers money line, fade P Fatty at all costs. I don't have a do not bet list, but I have a do not cap list. I'm no longer cap Yankees games for the rest of the season. Anyone who they're playing, I'm not capping that game no more. I will never give no pick, no prop, no nothing. I'm over it. The Dodgers, we don't want Nadolo on the road, or we don't want him at home. We want him on the road. So I'll take the Dodgers first 5.
There we go from Justin. So I have a fade only list. By the way, I don't have do not bet list. It'll be a fade only for me on some of these teams. But anyway,
whether I go against him or fade him, or if I take a prop or against him, like no matter what, I'm just over. I'm just not capping their games no more.
Yep, I understand that situation. Yeah, I'll be looking here at. I'm going to take Detroit in the spot here. Looks like they're getting healthy. Foddy, or of course, Rod with the fade at 10 road starts, ERA near 6. Mize has 7 home starts, ERA 3.23 against these good teams on the road. Arizona 6-13 on the road, facing teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage, losing almost 6 units there. Tigers 17-6 at home against losing teams, returning 9 units. That's what. What was that? Solo said this about the Tigers. Against bad teams, you play them. Against good teams, you fade them. That's one of the teams there that look for the Tigers here against the bad team. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we continue on, we'll get into the middle block here with the Cubs and Brewers. The Brewers up to $1.26, total 8.5. They were about $1.10 overnight. So going here on the Brewers. Red Sox and Twins. We got the Red Sox here $1.13, total 8.5. Phillies and White Sox. Break up this White Sox unit, man. Phillies $1.68 on the road, total of 9. Braves and Royals here. The Royals $1.20, moved up about. No, it's not. What was it yesterday? Yeah, $1.20 here, total 9.5. So no movement overnight on that one. Then Marlins and Cardinals. St. Louis $1.60 here, total of 8. We get to start here with Sean.
All right, man. I've been looking at like Brewer unders lately, and they've just been blowing up in my face. So. I can't go back to the well with these cats. They've just destroyed me there. That's a pass. I had the Red Sox yesterday. What the hell, Jordan Hicks? Are you kidding me? Yeah, come in, what? Hit a couple guys. I mean, that's terrible. because the Twins are a team I wanna fade. Like they were plus money yesterday, Baltimore, or excuse me, the Red Sox. They're like plus 113. I don't want to bet on the Twins. I know they're training guys. And you're going to give a win like that yesterday? I can't come back on the Red Sox today because the Twins are going to feel good about themselves. And the Red Sox will be like, what did we just do? We just kicked ourselves in our own butt here. And who else we got here? Phillies, White Sox?
Yeah, Phillies, White Sox.
I mean, you think after you lose, you're going to bounce back, Philly, right? So that would be a run line would be able to make a look at that one minus. It was a 110, 113. I can't do anything else. You lose. I can't come back on the White Sox, right? I mean, I missed the boat. We all missed the boat. If you didn't have the White Sox yesterday, you can't come back and say they're going to beat the Phillies today. I think Phillies will get it done there. And is that it for this block, right? Braves
Royals, minus Cardinals.
Braves Royals, the only game I bet today. That's on the site. And the Mets Cards. Miami. I had the fish yesterday. I like the fish yesterday. I put them out as a little play, as a free play. Alcantara. What's he still doing down here?
Well, I guess the word is he's on the block, but he was the first one on the block, and no takers, right? Terrible.
At this point, like you're gonna get lowballed on him. Just keep him, and he's got a year rehab under it, and he'll be better next year. This is a scrappy little team.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cabrera, Perez, they got some young pitchers. Let this guy be the veteran of the group. But I can't lay 160 with Sonny Gray. That ain't happening. I mean, this guy could be on the way out as well. I do know. I guess play it safe doing over because Cantera's been terrible. Over 7.5. Lay to 120 with the juice. At least eight gets you a win. At least better than a push. Over 7.5.
There we go from Sean. We move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, it'd be time to take that 8 at even money there. I think we do get an over in this one. If you think, the books, I guess, are thinking we're getting a decent pitching matchup here. I just don't think the guys are coming into this one in good form. And if you think Alcantara can have himself a good start, I think the better value is just to take a shot on the Marlins on the money line than the under. And I'm with Sean on the over on this one. Maybe slightly into the Marlins, but I haven't bet it yet. But I guess that's where the value is in this one. Royals, Braves. I guess I like the Royals there with Lugo over Fetty. Braves, still struggling a bit. And I guess I'm not going to jump on them there with Fetty. Lugo had himself a pretty good season, so I'll take a shot with the Royals at home lane. A tiny bit of juice. I think it's a fair price. Phillies, White Sox. Yeah, as Sean was saying, it's not going to be easy for the White Sox to sweep this series, but I guess that's where the value is with against Luzardo, the way he's looked. I haven't quite got there on this one yet. Red Sox, I like the Red Sox a lot. Lane, I'm seeing minus 113 or so there against all. Yeah, tough loss yesterday, but I think they bounced back there. Giolito pitching pretty well. I know he's had a couple rough starts, but he was looking real good before that. Like the Red Sox in that one. And Brewers Cubs, I'm going to lean towards Priester's been looking pretty good. These Brewers are pretty hot, so I'll lay a bit of juice with the Brewers at home and small lean there.
From El Ninos on over to Justin.
Yeah, I'll start with the Royals. Favor my Braves at all costs. I didn't mess with the game yesterday, but I'll jump on and I'll fade Fetty. I faded him when he was in St. Louis. I'll fade him now. I don't even want him on the team. I don't know what the Braves are doing. I'm over them too. So and Brewers, I like Priester. I like his strikeouts today. It's low number 4.5. I like the Brewers to win. White Sox, one thing I've realized, been paying attention to, believe it or not, they're crushing lefties. Like, I don't understand. Like, they're like crushing lefties. They crushed, they didn't crush them, but they beat Sanchez up yesterday. I think they're going to beat Luzardo up again today. I like the over. And plus 163, why not? I'll try them for at least the first 5 full game, maybe half and half unit. But a team that's hitting lefties like that, I want to say like the last 10 days, they number 1 against lefties or number 2. Like, I don't get it. Red Sox, I feel like Mr. Higgs, I don't understand what they did yesterday. I was on him yesterday, kind of irritated me. So I really don't want to go back to him. But the Twins, they got a pitcher that wasn't expecting to pitch. I got to take the Red Sox. not comfortable. And like the Marlins and Cardinals, like I don't understand why that line the total's at 7.5. I feel like what am I missing? But give me the over. One. Both of them ain't gonna deal. Some are gonna get crushed. Like I don't know. Maybe the book's asleep or maybe this is a 2-1 game, but I don't want to back neither one of them pitchers. I'd just rather say when someone's gonna get crushed. So give me the over 7.5.
Yeah, from Justin, and tell you here what I think about these games. You know, I always mention the White Sox. We saw it with their starters, right? The starters showed some promise going 5 with some respectable numbers. Now the bullpen is starting to play really well, and the hitting is coming together. So we're starting to see this incremental improvement here from this White Sox team. Because I always said early on, hey, there's some glimmer of hope for this team when I saw their starting staff out there. And I'm going to take, again, I'm going to do the same play as Justin. I'm going to take the White Sox on the run line. Give me the +1.5 at +102. You look at the White Sox bullpen past 24 games, ERA of 3.28. So that's amongst the leaders there. And they're starting to hit. You're getting some respectable pitching from the starters. Luzardo is gone. He's tanked. He's not pitching well right now. Look at his past 10 starts, ERA over 8. So those of you that said, "Oh, the Phillies got the three great starters," well, we're starting to see slip. We're seeing Luzardo go downhill. We're seeing slippage from Ranger. We'll see what Wheeler can hold on to it. So some concern there about Phillies postseason here. The issue with me is they're hitting on the road just 241. Chicago past 6 games hitting 282. I'll take them. They're now 23-15 to the run line as a home dog of +125 or higher. That's a +7.5, +7.4 unit return. So I'll take the +1.5 there with the White Sox there. I agree with Al Nino. It's like Milwaukee in this spot. Brewers is home favorite -110 or higher. They're 23-10, returning 7 units. Reyes past 10 appearances, ERA 4.72. Priester in great form, but the Cubs bullpen's a concern. Past 23 games, an ERA approaching 6. The Brewers bullpen half that number. So I'll look at Milwaukee in that spot. Yeah, I'll take Giolito in Boston here on the bounce back. You see what we're seeing here. Boston has been hitting the ball while their bullpen, other than yesterday, had been in pretty good form. Giolito in his 8 road starts, ERA at 3.30. So I'll look here at that one there. I got to go with KC here in that spot. I'm going to fade Fetty. Atlanta hitting just 209 over their past 6 games. Also, their bullpen has been hammered over their past 6. Well, when you get Atlanta as a dog of even money or higher, they've been terrible in that role. Like 4-15, losing 11 units. Royals against losing teams at home, 15-8 there. So I'll look at KC in that spot. I'll take the plus price with Miami here. When you're looking here at Sonny Gray, his past 5 starts in ERA over 8. And what's putting me here on Miami is, again, their bullpen. Look at their past 23 games, ERA of 2.79. How long is Sandy going to go? Is he going to go 4 innings, 5 innings? He got 2 or 3 runs. Okay, but look at Gray's form. Form is terrible. So I can only look at Miami in that spot there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we'll close out baseball with these final 5 games. Nationals and Astros. Here we got the Stros at $1.32, total 8.5. Rangers and Angels. Well, they got it done with Kiwanuts on the mound. I guess he wants to stay in baseball the way he pitched. Angels, $1.25, total of 9. Mets and Padres, a wild one yesterday. We got the Mets here, $1.21, total of 8. Pirates and Giants. The Giants here, $1.64, total of 8. And it's the Mariners facing the Athletics. We got Seattle favored $1.10, a total of 10.5. We start with Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to start in the late game there. Mariners and A's got to go over that 10.5. You're talking about the team sitting on the road. The second best hitting team on the road, your Seattle Mariners, folks. Number 2 in average, number 1 in home runs, number 2 in runs, number 2 in ribbies. Let's go over that 10.5. Severino just probably cries himself to sleep on a pillowcase that's just stuffed with $100 bills. I mean, he's got the nice contract there, but man, the numbers at home for him is absolutely terrible. So we'll go over 10.5. You got to take the over with the Giants and the Pirates. Who saw those runs? You know, I was on with Gabe last night, and they're talking about that game, and his coach was like, how about one of these teams that gets shut out tonight? The Pirates get shut out, like every 4 games. Yeah, it was like 4 runs in the first inning. Verlander and Falter, I got to go over. And I probably, maybe take a stand on the Pirates. Verlander's just terrible. And we're joking about in the chat about Devers stealing money or Adames. I mean, the entire lineup. Where are the Giant fans? You just lost again. Why not trade? I know you signed Adam or Chapman or Ray. I know you don't get Ray or Webb. Trade some of your bullpen. I know you're a game back or two in the wild card, but where are you going? You can't think this team's all going to turn it on. We're going to turn on now. Now we're going to start hitting. It's August. Forget it. Got Pirates today. Game of your life. That's a joke, folks. I'm just playing funny here. I had nothing Mets Padres. I like Corbin and the Rangers. And again, this is the old hold your nose kind of play. Hey, ugly. I don't ever want to take Soroka. Astros just can't score runs.
Yeah.
They cannot score runs. I mean, I thought at the beginning of the year they had trouble scoring runs and they'd be an under kind of team based on their solid pitching. This guy shouldn't be laying 150. I mean, what are we doing?
Look at the starters they put out there. They've been hammered with injuries. I mean, they've already had a lot of. Yeah, look at the guys they've been putting up there.
We're talking about the Braves with all their guys on the injured list. The Dodgers had a bunch of guys on the injured list. Where's Air? Where's Javier? Right?
Yeah.
You quitting?
Yeah.
McCullers. Who's that? Blanco. Who's the guy who had the no hitter last year? Blanco or what? I mean, like these guys.
Yeah, Ronald Blanco. That was Tommy John.
Oh, I mean, he's out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have Framber and Hunter Brown. No France, no Arrighetti, nothing. Like no pitch, no starters whatsoever for this team. You got ugly play. The Nats, Rangers with Corbin, and Pirates parlay of the millennium. There you go.
Yeah. Also hitting the injured list was Brandon Walter hit the injured list. JP France is out.
Right.
Wesneski's out. Blanco's out. France is out. Luis Garcia is out. He was a really good pitcher. Lance McCullers got hurt again. Christian Javier Arrighetti. So that's a laundry list of guys that are out
all
there.
Starters.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make fun of McCullers or Arrighetti, but I mean, sometimes you got to throw in back end kind of guys to eat up inning. They don't even have that.
Oh no. Yeah. If it's not Brown or Valdez, you've got that's the problem with Houston right now. Look who they've been pitched, who've been started. That's the kid today, Jason Alexander. Ugly number there. We move on over to El Ninos. You're on mute, Al.
Sorry about that. Was typing some things away. I'm gonna take some first fives to mix things up a little bit here in this last slot. I'm gonna take the Nationals first five, leave their world-class bullpen out of this one. Although I did back them full game as well. Just going to give a different look right now. Same thing, Rangers. Although this one might definitely be a stronger play full game. I'm on the Rangers there. Pirates, again, could go first five there. And I agree with Sean on the over in this one. I think at least one of these two starters gets rocked. So I'll go the over. Definitely a stronger play in this game. I like the Mets on the money line. Menendez look good. As you mentioned, Berger definitely probably looked better than what Darvish has been doing this season, but I think I'm going to go with Mane over him in this one. Heck, I'm missing something. Yeah, I was leaning to the Mariners, but I'm not sure I can quite get there. I might just end up on the Athletics in the first five. Look for them to stay hot there. I mean, it's probably Athletics first five, and then Mariners full game for me again. That can't trust that Athletics bullpen there. But they've definitely been playing well lately. But not my strongest play on that last one.
There from El Nidos, move on over to Justin.
Yeah, Astros, same thing. Like pretty much what everybody said. They're falling apart now. They got swept by the Athletics, lost the first game Nationals. It's not partly all their fault, but their hitting fell apart with their pitching. Like they ain't hitting either. So give me the Nationals money line. I'm looking at plus 18. The Rangers, I think the wrong team favorite here. I know Kikuchi at home, he all right, but give me the Rangers money line. I'll trust Corbin on the road with a better team. Mets, I'll take Benai. Figure they'll get back after yesterday. I'm not never betting the Pirates, but I don't want Verlander either. Verlander just beat my Braves, got his first win. I don't know how that happened, but give me the Pirates over. I think Verlander will get hit. He ain't good. I ain't never betting the Pirates. They're terrible. And as far as Severino, he don't even want to pitch in Sacramento, Oakland, wherever it's at. So I can't back him when he don't want to be there. So give me Evans and the Mariners money line. Run it back like they did yesterday.
There we go from Justin. Tell me anything about these games here. I'll take the Nationals here in this one as well. Nationals hitting Houston just 2-3 over their past 7. Nationals bullpen in good recent form. Houston's bullpen form not in good form. Right now, again, you're putting together a patchwork starter, so you're going to tax the bullpen there for Houston. Houston had some really good starters and go deep into games. That's not the case anymore. Houston's bullpen getting taxed. Houston now, 1-10 in their past 10 home games, losing 13 units. Yikes. Against this is interesting here. Washington 10-3 on the road, facing AL teams with an on-base percentage of 320 or lower. That's a plus 12 unit return. Give me the nasty Nats in that one there. I like the plus there with the Rangers here against the Angels. Rangers had their winning streak snap, but still, I like the form they're in here. LA hitting just 209 over their past 7. Corbin past 5 starts, very respectable, 2.54 ERA. Kikuchi 4.85. You look at the Angels bullpen at home, an ERA of 5. That's scary. Rangers now 16-7 in July, returning 9 units. Against lefty starters this year, Angels 3-7 at home, losing 5 units. I'll look at Texas in that spot. And the one I like here, I agree with Justin here. I like Seattle here. I just think it's a bad aura when you got Severino at home starting. I mean, he's just been telling everybody how bad it is. And it's just you're pitching poorly, and then you go out there and start you're hammering the ballpark. I mean, that looks pretty stupid. Yeah, you might have pitched for the Yankees. Well, you signed with the Athletics, okay? Yeah. I mean, what did you expect? You went from a 5-star to Motel 6. I mean, so don't complain. And Motel 6 gave you a huge raise. That 5-star hotel gave you maybe a 1% raise, and then Motel 6 comes in and doubles your salary, and you take it. Stop complaining about Motel 6 and just pitch. All right, they gave you a big bag. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. No one was going to give you that kind of money.
He's got a 300 batting average against at home and like a 7 ERA or something. He's terrible.
Oh yeah. That's why. Speaking of bag, interesting with KC. In case you missed it, Lugo got the bag right. 2 years, $46 million. And that's why we always bring up that angle about bullpen guys getting this chance to start, because you're making as a bullpen middle reliever, you're making less than $1 million a year. And look at the Lugo now going to be making $23 million a year. We saw that with Littell. Littell's on an expiring contract. So some of these guys like Ryan Nelson, he's trying to get his bag right because he's converted. He was once a starter. They lost confidence in him. Now a middle reliever, but now he's looking for a big bag if he can put together a good starting year and stay healthy. So that's exactly angle there. So keep an eye with some of these relievers that are trying to get their bag. That's really what it's about for those middle relievers. These middle relievers are getting a lot of opportunity to start games like this Jason out, these Houston guys, Dodger guys. These guys are getting opportunities, so they got to make the most of it if they want to get that the big contract there. All right, Logan Evans is another one. Let's see what he can do today. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we move on over to the W for today. W giving us some games now. We need expansion to keep the schedule full. We don't need any days off.
No, we don't. We don't need expansion.
They don't need it. Just give us games to bet on. Forget the quality. It's just we're looking to make money. That's all it is. That's how I look at it. We don't need to watch them. We just need to make the money. That's it. Valkyries and Dream. We got the Dream here laying 8. There are some 7.5s out there. Total 156.5. Sky and Mystics. We got the Mystics here 7.5. Total 156.5. Aces and Sparks. Here we got the Aces. 2 on the road. Total 175. We started here with all we got today. WNBA will be Justin. He's carrying it today.
Yeah, I love the slate today, actually. I like a couple plays. I like Golden State first half and Golden State full game plus 7.5 full game. Valkyries +4 first half. It's a bad spot for my Dream. We was just on the road for 6 games. First game back at home after 6 games since before the All-Star break. First leg of a back-to-back, which we go back on the road. It's a revenge game. One thing about Golden State, when they give up a lot of points, they give up 90 in the previous game when they came off a blowout. They tighten up on the defense. I think they're going to outright. I think they're going to win. Take the plus 260. It'll be in the parlay at the end. Chicago Sky, Angel Reese coming back. We don't want anybody who follows WNBA. We don't want the Mystics as favorites. We want them as dogs. Sky been getting beat by 40 for 2 weeks straight. So give me Angel Reese back. Give me Chicago Sky plus 7.5. And I got a premium in in the Vegas Aces game. So I'll give you a prop. I'll give you Rakia Jackson for the Los Angeles Sparks up and over 12.5 points. Everybody's favorite Cameron Brink's supposed to come back, so we'll see how that goes. She plays for the Sparks, in case anybody don't know.
Oh yeah, that ACL that she tore broke a lot of hearts.
A lot of hearts.
Yeah, she was good on the ice. That's what I.
And she like men, so you can't say that about. Well, I'll just leave it as that. She like men.
Yeah, the ponytail is. I learned. Who taught me that? If they wear the ponytails, it tells you what they like. If they have.
Yeah, I'm about to say and that's a fact. Like that's not a myth.
No.
People think, oh, that's BS. No, that's how they know who's who.
Look for the ponytail, guys.
Yeah, gotta look for the ponytail.
Ponytail for what?
It tells you who they like, if they like men or women, based on the ponytail.
WNBA. Most of them like each other.
Oh yeah.
The ponytail, that's what you're looking for.
It's a symbol of it's a symbol of man's parts. The ponytail. So
yeah,
it's telling you what they like. And
as long as they're glued on good, you don't need their wigs flying off like the other night.
That happened in the Mystics game the other day.
Yeah, they threw the fan out for laughing. They threw a fan out for laughing. I cannot take this league seriously.
It's happened like 3 times this year where their wigs come off. Like my thing is, how could you?
You're gonna get laughed at, and you're gonna throw people out of the freaking arena, bro.
That's wild.
Come on, man. You wonder why women are different to men. You're crying because somebody's laughing at your hair. That's different. Hey,
LeBron might have cried about that one too. So,
like, come on. I paid for this ticket, and there's a wig on the court. How am I not supposed to laugh?
Hey, he might cry about it next coming season.
Isn't that funny?
Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't imagine security coming talking about you're out of here. What?
Yeah. They
had the ref mic'd up talking to security at the scores table. Like, yeah, someone's over there laughing because her hair fell off. You got to get them out of here. And they're like, yeah, laughing at her wig. Get her. That's what that's what the security person said on their microphone.
My thing is, okay, you caught that person laughing. How many people you think was laughing?
Yeah.
Like the whole arena would have been empty. Teammates, I know.
An example out of her.
This will get Sean laughing. You remember our mutual friend Chelsea? I asked her when she was in professional athlete if she had a ponytail. She said yes, and then I looked at her and she started laughing.
No, it's just like what Solo said though. He just nailed it. Like they asked him for more money. Like y'all talking about pay us this. Like, and then like you're acting crazy when your wig come off. Like, go out there and play ball.
I've seen NBA players with broken noses back in the day, the blood dripping down their face. They don't want to get off the court. They're forced to have a mask on their face to stop the blood coming onto the court.
Well, that's back in the day, Sean.
The hair.
And I watch it, but I don't watch it for most people. I watch it because it's just easier for me to cap 13 teams.
Yeah.
So when I watch it, I'm watching it. I'm not watching it like I'm watching it. So who doing what? But I'm not a fan. I'm just a fan because
he's not going to hang a WNBA jersey behind him, or you know what I mean. No. Watching to me, it's like following the stock market, right? The stock market's boring, right?
Of course, Britney Spears was because she's a 6'10" man, and I'm 6'1". Yeah, he's got an edge on me, Britney Spears, or Brittany Greer.
Yeah,
Brittany Griner. Yeah, her boy's deeper than mine.
She's a man. I've seen her topless. She's got more chest hair than I do. What are you talking about?
Oh, goodness. Yep.
On.
There you go. All right.
Seriously, so Butler crapped his pants when he get off the court. What is going on here?
Yep, that's right. Who needed the Celtic who crapped his pants needed a wheelchair to get out, right?
Listen, I joke, again, I don't really watch WNBA, and a lot of it's just like tongue-in-cheek stuff to make people laugh. But the whole let them cook, that's the motto that Nike came up with for the women. Let them cook. Come on. How the hell are you not going to make fun of that?
I know.
How can you not?
I know.
Let them cook.
Yeah, well, we always talk.
Let them cook.
We talk about
please
Meal
cook.
Prep Monday. That's why I brought up Meal
Please
Prep
cook.
Monday.
Sean just want to use that for his cooking show.
Feed the layups or 3-pointers, ladies. Let them cook.
Oh, they
Learn
talk
how to
about-
do a BLT sandwich without burning the house
Yeah.
down. Please go back.
Luca
You're not
took the
practicing
message. Yeah, Luca's going to get in
3-point
shape.
shooting.
Yeah, well, this is what happens when the Dodger owner buys the team. Hey, this team's serious now, so I'm going to get in shape.
Luca, what happened to Luca? Did Luca just stop drinking beer? Holy
Yeah,
cow.
what the
Well,
hell?
they introduced him to low carb beer. That's what. Hey, here's
What is that,
some.
real?
Just get the low carb. We don't mind you.
There's no way that's real.
Because he was like, it's not like LeBron going from steroid LeBron to like, I got to go off cycling for 3 months and lose his weight. Luca just like stopped eating like pizza and beer at 3 a.m. apparently because he was doughy.
Went on the
was
LA
doughy.
Mediterranean diet. Yeah, they got all these diets out here that they, all these health food drinks and,
Not tired of everybody calling him fat.
work out in the saunas. Do your workouts in saunas at like the Hot Works. That's what the big thing right now is do your workouts in 130
When
degree
the last
saunas.
time they played was what, in May? I mean, he did that in 2 months. I'm fucking jealous, bro.
Yeah.
The hell?
Yeah.
There's
Well,
no
yeah.
way he did that in 2 months. There's no way. I don't know. I don't know.
He had to. We saw him play basketball in May.
I'm just not believing what I'm seeing. Like,
You're giving him too much credit. Maybe he went on the Atkins diet. He could have done that too. He could lose
that's
a lot
a
of weight.
drastic change in 2 months.
I think he took the Atkins diet because
What do you have a fat suit on? I mean, he's like.
Mhm.
No, listen, no way. The LeBron diet was like,
he could have made a bet with LeBron. Hey, I'll bet you X amount of dollars if you lose X amount of pounds.
I'll go for that.
I think that could have happened.
Stepped into Texas barbecue. That could have been it.
We see that in poker, right? Where I'll bet you $500,000 you can't lose the weight, and guys, that I wouldn't be surprised if it's a bet with LeBron. I would not be surprised.
I don't know if he PED'd up there, Alessandro. I don't know about that. I mean, you're not shredding like that. I mean, that is.
Yeah, so Alessandro goes right to that because he's in the he's from MMA fighter. First thing they're gonna go do is, yep, this is what he's on. Or maybe they showed him in the UFC how to drop weight, sit in the sauna like they do to cut weight. That might be the thing.
It's that crappy LA food. You got no food out there in LA. That's why.
Vegetarian. Maybe he met a vegetarian girlfriend. I'm just gonna feature hummus all day.
Ready now.
You're gonna eat hummus. Hummus and pita chips or whatever.
Hummus and mini toast. We're gonna have some
mini
hummus
toast,
and
rice
mini
cakes
toast.
and hummus. Rice cakes and hummus will do it too. They like that, right? And they love avocado toast out here for $20. You can get an ice.
Yeah, well, let me say something. I love my wife. She eats hummus. Avocado on rice cakes. She's not as skinny as Luca. So I don't know what that's about. That ain't helping. That doesn't do it, folks.
You know what's something when a man starts off by saying, "First, I love my wife." When they say that first,
We'll talk about that off air. So we've been together. We're married 21 years this year, and she's listen. Put them on my act. I wear crazy shit like this when I go outside. My daughter's like runs away from me. Like she's the same, but come on, avocado and mini, and rice cakes. That don't mean nothing. That's, I knew a person. She was a vegetarian. Oh, I can't eat that. I don't eat that. Yeah, but she's eating like veggie lasagna. She weighed more than I did. I'm like, vegetarian? Who are you kidding? What does that even mean? You're eating pasta and cheese, you fatty. Like come on.
There you go. All right, we got you through the sports, and now it's time for our parlay pro segment where our captains give it a parlay, team player prop, picture, NFL college football season win totals, week 0 college football, week 1, even week 1 NFL. They make the call here. We start with Sean.
Hold on a second. He's like, this is things in the test, and now she's cooking bacon. I smell the bacon cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't have a 3-pack today. I really don't love the card. I got one game on the site. I don't love anything today. I made a joke earlier about taking like the Nats and the Pirates and Texas because you got some ugly games in there. This is a tread lightly week for me based on you got so many teams that are trade candidates, and I don't know who's going to get pulled, whether especially Wade was in there talking about or the wildebeest about bullpens. This is where bullpens go to fly, right? These guys are going to be getting dealt. I'd rather tread lightly these next 3 days to the trade deadline and then bet a bunch of games. If I do find a game a day, super. If not, that's all right. I'll be back in action by Saturday after the trade deadline. Or was it Friday? Thursday's the trade deadline. I don't even know. Thursday. Yeah. I think it's gonna be kind of crazy. You got a lot of teams like right there in the wild card, like who's in, who's out. And if the teams that are like 3 back say, F it, who cares? We're gonna try to get talent because nobody's trading. We can get huge returns. Then it's gonna be a wild 2 days. So I'll kind of sit back and eat my bacon like a fat guy.
Yeah, we'll see. I've always thought, I'm thinking here that analytics have blown the trade deadline because we're seeing all these bad players move. So it's just telling me that analytics is kind of taking away some of the starch from the trade deadline because some of the guys that people are starting to realize that they're, don't move this guy, don't get this guy. All we're seeing are bottom of the barrel guys getting moved. So we'll see how it continues on over to El Nino's.
Yeah, I'm going to go Blue Jays in game 2 on the money line. I'll take the Royals on the money line and the Mets on the money line.
There we go from El Nino. Let's move on over to Justin.
Yeah, I'll give you game 1, Blue Jays, Orioles, and one of the doubleheader over 10.5 runs. The second leg, give me Golden State Valkyries, first half money line. And round out, give me Julio Rodriguez over 1.5 bases. Together, that'll get you plus 912.
There we go from Justin. Tell you what I like here. I'm going to come back here. 2-teamer today, White Sox plus the 1.5 with the Mariners there. All right, we got you through our probably perfect segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Head into a week of a lot of baseball action on CFL come up later in the week. UFC on the weekend, college NFL here, preseason game here Thursday. Let's see what's rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com right now. See what Sean, you can see our site right here. This is where we find our best leaderboard showing you the top performers here in our pretty much in the industry. I'll say that. Yeah, right. With those numbers you're seeing up here from fantastic results here. We'll see what Sean's put together an impressive year here for 2025 at Tony's Picks right now. Sean, 2,456 units of profit. Sean, what you got for sale? You're on mute there, Sean.
I just loaded up Colorado and Georgia Tech under 56.5. If you're interested over there, it's not on the site yet. We're waiting for games to get loaded, but you get them here from me. Today listen. You see, I'm doing all right. Little MLB today, just one game. You want to get it? Super. You want to buy something a little longer? Excellent. I'll have a bunch of college. I think I gave out a bunch of college here on the show the other day that I've already bet for myself. So, listen, it's be a fun August with baseball, but everybody loves their football. I'll be all right with NFL and college. So for now, get the money maker for today, or buy the longer pass. Always cheaper. The 2-for-1s, great deal. We got a promo code Tony. I'm having a good season. I think I'm I don't know, 24.56, not bad. I don't know where I'm at on the board, but we'll keep it going. It's one day at a time. That's how I roll.
That's right. You can see Sean here in baseball. Moment having a great year in baseball. Yeah, it was a slow start, but as he said, coming in strong here in the positive in the year in baseball. Moneymaker up there from Sean. Long-term subscriptions as well. You got an MLB season pass from Sean, or the 1-year all sports pass combined all sports here in the on the package. And of course, remember the promo code Tony T at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. See what El Nino's has got for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. I'll come off a really good day yesterday. What you got, El?
Yeah, I got my $19 Grand Slam if you want to just check out one play today, but I also got another 3 plays loaded up for everyone on the long-term passes. Probably get there with a 3-pack as well in a minute. And just trying to pick my favorite 3. But again, your best way to go, as they're saying, is the long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and get all the plays that way, including your Steam plays emailed right to you.
Very good. Yeah, got him over there. Nina's over at Tony's Picks. Got his Tuesday Grand Slam. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Again, I'm both with El Nino's over at Tony'sPicks.com. Scroll and find his long-term season passes, Major League Baseball season pass up there, all sports pass as well. Get on board with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks. Let's see what Justin's got for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Justin put a good year in baseball. What you got, Justin?
Yeah, I got I'm loaded today. I was rolling up until yesterday. I got beat up yesterday. I ain't like that. I won my best bet and lost everything else I touched. So which I'm gonna speak on that at the end of this. But I got a best bet in baseball. I got triple stacks in baseball, and I got a best bet in WNBA that's been up since yesterday. Line moved a little bit, but I still like it wherever you can get it at. And like we always say, like I think you need to invest in like the long term pairs up. Like up until yesterday, I was rolling, so that's why it's always better to get the long term. Because if you just bought a single pack yesterday, you'd be mad at me for one day. That's why you got to get the long term pairs up. You ain't got to pair me up. I say that all the time. I'm not just speaking for myself. Like I'm on here because it's a team full of winners, so I'm in the right spot. Pick any two. We all hot. Well, up until me yesterday, but we all hot. So, get the 15% off. Like, why not? Like, try it. If you don't like it, you ain't got to come back. But you're going to like it.
Yeah, good. That's right. Get on board Justin over at Tony Hicks. Long-term subscriptions is the way to roll here. You guys, I can try them out. Try them out with that 7-day pass. Get 7 days of picks from Justin. Of course, got a lot of WNBA and MLB here. So get on board with Justin over at Tony's Picks. The promo code Tony at checkout will knock off that 15% off. All right, guys, we're with you here on Tony's Six Morning Show every day at 9:30 a.m. East time. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, set notifications, be live with us, get the plays in real time. And if you happen to miss any of our shows, very simple. Just hit just head on over to YouTube, type Tony's Picks, and you'll find our live show. Hit the live tab, watch the replay of the morning show and more here on Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Also, members get early access to my videos. If you become a member, way to support us here on the channel and early access to my videos. Rod comes on here Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. each time. It's the happy hour. You'll always see Ron, Ramon, Brian in there, and more will show up for the happy hour. So check that out here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show. You can also hit the videos as well. Lots of great content there. L will tell you more about it. Chris's home run props up there already. Spreadsheet play of the day from Ron Crawford. 3-2 zone today, WNBA. This very good video series. Get lots of views here. Ramon, Ron, today Justin there on the 3-2 zone. Keep an eye for those late releases here. Ron Crawford is KBO, released about 8 Eastern time for those overnight KBO plays. Sometimes he'll throw in those Japanese league plays in there as well. My deep dives from baseball, a lot of pitching information, trends, and more. You can see them individually or just see the compilation video. So lots of great content up there. Hit the shorts tab. We have the shorts up there. Brian Bittler coming in with the WNBA. Of course, El Ninos, you'll see him. El Ninos here with the -1s. His Panic -1s have now made a video series. So check it out. El Ninos will tell you more about the -1 video series. People checking that out. Of course, talk about Sean. We got Sean here on the morning show, and you can also catch Sean on some of those shows over on XM Radio, over on the radio dial as well.
Yeah, but I mean, with football coming, the afternoon show, I'll be here for the afternoon show. Especially now, I don't have to be a lot driving. We'll be son is out at school, and the daughter will be doing trainer stuff, so I should be around for 5 o'clock bet. So
5 o'clock happy hour, ready to roll here. Coming soon with Sean is one happy hour. Of course, El Ninos, we got you here on the morning shows. Seeing a few happy hours. Also, you've got you're looking for those dogs, and of course that -1 video series.
Yeah, mixing it up a little bit there. Yeah, got 3 money lines again. Those have been heating up a little bit too. If you want to check those out, I got 3 dogs every day there, and then yeah, the good old -1. I mean, not a huge favorite today, so you could just go money line. But if you want to take a shot at that plus money as well, go ahead and take the -1.
There you go. And of course, Justin, we got Justin here. We catch him here. We catch him on the happy hour. And of course, Justin, part of that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, we'll be doing the 2-3 zone later on this afternoon for tomorrow's game. You got the 2-3 zone every day up until August 3rd. I love doing it. It's very successful. The comments, the views is increasing. And it's starting to get a little bit more respectful. Like I asked for them, and then I had one losing day, and they got me. But it was all right. As long as we get in the comments, I got thick skin, so I don't mind. We ain't had no losing show together since I've been on there. So I love doing it. I've done the morning shows at least 5-6 days a week, trying to make more happy hour shows moving forward. Evenings is a little bit rough for me, but I'm gonna start making there. And I gotta start keeping some of my plays, but I give y'all all my plays and my bets in the morning. So I'm a happy hour. It's like repeating myself. So but I'm gonna start coming on there a little bit more.
That's right, guys. So check it out here, 2-3 Zone. Lots of great content here on the Tony X Morning Show. Hit that like, subscribe button, and set notifications. Be live with us. All right. Of course, NFL coming back here on Wednesday. All the training camps in pretty much in the NFL Network, pretty much now around the clock coverage of your training camp. So great time of the year to check it out, see what's happening. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out? Closing comments. Time for closing comments.
Thanks for watching, guys. And welcome back, Tony. Good to have you back.
you.
Hope
Hey,
you enjoyed your trip.
Enjoyed my trip. Very happy.
The
to be
Bears
back.
did not get him. No bear attacks.
That's right. No bear attacks. Did not get to the food. Nothing. No bear attacks. Didn't see any deer. So when you don't see deer in your campsite around your campsite, then you know the bears aren't around.
No Bigfoot sightings either.
No Bigfoot sightings. No, not at all.
No.
Looks like Solo here likes everyone. Let's catch. He likes the fish today. There you go from Solo. All right, guys. Going to wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony